Bella, do you want to go for a walk? You wanna go for a walk? Okay, come on. I gotta get my shoes on and stuff. Can you wait? Wait. Wait. Stop whining. So, I have split up this grocery haul so I can just quickly go through things and just tell you guys why I pick up the foods that I do pick up. I don't eat meat, but I do eat seafood. So, there's no meat in this haul. That's why. But, I still get my protein in just fine. I do supplement sometimes with the protein powder. And I tend to go with the Women's Best. This stuff is like pretty grainy, so I tend to add it to my smoothies. I just can't get it to dissolve the way that whey dissolves, but I also can't have whey because it doesn't agree with my body. So if you are having whey protein shakes and it's making you feel like horrible, you're probably just not very good at digesting whey. You can try a vegan one or a soy one maybe. But I have this split up into carbs, fats, protein, and then random stuff. So random stuff I picked up was this P.F. Chang's Korean barbecue sauce. I really, really like this. And the macros aren't too bad. Serving size is 2 tablespoons, 50 calories, 1 fat, 9 carb, 1 protein. And then I picked up these little flavor enhancers because if you know me, I hate water, so had to get those. So for fats, I've never really had any issues getting fats in. My diet just tends to be higher in fat anyways for whatever reason. So the only thing I really pick up to supplement with is avocados. I do cook with a lot of olive oil, so that adds up pretty quickly. It's like 14 grams for a tablespoon, and I think I'm at 101 fat, so doesn't take too long to get up to that. For just high calorically dense extras that I'll add in, like if I'm just having a really hard time hitting my macros that day for whatever reason, I drink my calories. So I have these Gatorades. These are actually very high in calories considering this is only 32 ounces. It's 80 calories, 21 carb, 0 protein, 0 fat for 12 fluid ounces. So there's like 2.5 servings of that in here. So multiply that by, it's like by 2.6, and that's the calories for these. I really like the Glacier Cherry, so got 2 of those. I'll just add these in if I'm like, oh God, I'm not gonna hit my carbs, which is a problem that I have. And then I also picked up the Rainberry flavor. This one's really good. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a light berry flavor, so I like it. This has the same exact macros. If you do want a Gatorade that is lower in calories, get the 0 sugar ones because that's where all the calories are coming from. And then I picked up my Lenny and Larry's cookies. So the macros for these are just kind of, honestly, a mess all over. If you're trying to lose weight, I would skip out on these completely because for half of a cookie, you have 200 calories, 6 fat, 34 carb, 8 protein. And that's a lot of carbs just for a single cookie, but I eat these immediately after my workout. So they range in carbs depending upon the flavor. They all have 16 grams of fat in a whole entire cookie, and then the fat kind of ranges as well. So because I am trying to gain weight and I'm on a struggle bus, I picked up the one that has the most calories. So apple pie and birthday cake are the highest in carbs that I have found, so I like to get those. And then we'll move on to protein here. I get these tuna cans. You guys have probably seen these before. There are 20 grams of protein, 0 carb, and 6 fat in the Thai chili one. And this is just a serving size. It's just like your typical serving size for tuna. And then this one has the same exact macros as well. So then I got 2 of the basil ones. I get these from Walmart. I don't know if they sell them anywhere else, but this is the only place I've seen them. It's also the only place I get food, so it's probably not a very good way to go about saying that. And then I picked up 2 of these protein blends. So if you guys have been following me for a long time, you might actually remember me eating these. I used to get the edamame ones, but they were out. So I picked up this one. It has whole grains, black beans, corn, lentils, red bell peppers, and a zesty sauce. And the macros for 1 serving, which is 1 2/3 of a cup, is 3.5 fat, 53 carb, 13 protein. So it's a good source of carbs and protein. Carbs are coming obviously from the grains, so that's always fun. So I got 2 of those, and then I picked up shrimp because shrimp adds up so quickly in the protein department. It's kind of crazy. Just a normal serving size, which is 4 ounces, which is about 10 to 12 shrimp. You have 2 fat, 2 carb, and 26 grams of protein. And then for carbs, we picked up some oats. I'm gonna start adding these to my smoothies again, just so I can get the calories up, because there's 3 fat, 27 carb, and 5 protein in half of a cup. And I just blend these up in the blender first and then add everything else. So we'll use those today in my smoothie. Picked up 2 basmati rices, 3 fat, 44 carb, and 6 protein in 1 cup, which is a serving size. Grab some greens just so I can get some veggies in. So it's just 5 carb, 3 protein in the whole entire package. So there's not really much going on with that. Lastly, we got some chips. I've been a huge fan of the Cape Cod ones lately. I usually get the Walmart brand, but these are like super salty. So if I'm ever in the mood for something just like very salty, this is perfect for me. And I can only eat like a serving size because of that. So they have 140 calories for 18 chips, 8 fat, 16 carb, 2 protein. So pretty good macros for chips, not too bad. That's it for my grocery haul. We're gonna go ahead and make a smoothie. So I've got my smoothie here. It ended up being 661 calories. So we had 81 carb, 37 fat, 12 protein. And I am going to the gym this morning, so I wanted to make sure I got a lot of carbs in before I work out. So now I'm just gonna do some work because whenever I film these videos, they take up my whole entire day, and I do still have some stuff to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sip on this probably for the next 30 minutes while I work on some guides and my Shopify website, so everything can be good to go for you guys next week. So we're going to head to the gym. It is now 12 o'clock on the dot, so this is a pretty good time to go. Hopefully it won't be too crowded. I haven't actually been to this gym in ages. I've just been going to the YMCA because it's a little bit easier. I tend to just go to this gym when I'm doing powerlifting stuff because they have everything I need, or if I need to film because I can't film anywhere else. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off by taking my supplements. So neither of these have calories, but I still take them, so I thought I would show you guys. So I take creatine. I recommend creatine to everyone, men and women, or whatever you may identify as. It's just a great thing to have, especially if you're trying to gain weight or if you're trying to lose weight and maintain muscle. It's just, all in all, this is one of the most researched supplements out there. And then I also take L-glutamine, so I take both of these before I work out. You know how it is. And I put a little water in my mouth. So as you guys know, I love energy drinks, but I actually haven't been drinking them that often because I haven't been having any crazy workouts. But I have not had any caffeine today because I didn't have coffee because I wanted to save my calories, and it suppresses my appetite, which is not super helpful. So I'm gonna have this C4 on the go. This flavor is strawberry watermelon ice. I really like this one, and the blue one, I can't remember what it's called. But the blue one tastes like a snow cone, kind of. So I have been following my 6-week program that will be releasing next Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. But today I was doing the triceps and shoulders workout. So I tried to make these exercises as easy and quick as possible. All of the workouts in this guide are basically 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on if you take a little bit more of a rest. But this is perfect for beginners. Anyone who is just getting back into the gym, if you took a break, if you're switching programs, whatever it may be, this is like a nice intro. It's only 6 weeks, and it just kind of gets you used to the basic movements that you will see in my 8-week program. So I went ahead and did the dumbbell seated shoulder press, and I did 3 sets of 10, and I was just using 20 pounds for this. And then I also did some lateral raises. So these look really weird on camera. I just couldn't get the angle right. But basically the key with these is when you raise your arms up, you want to make sure that you aren't using your traps, which is the muscle group that's basically like right by your neck. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, keep them down, and you raise your arms up, kind of tipping your thumbs down almost in like a pouring teacup motion. That's the best way to describe it. My arms are super long, so it always looks weird whenever I film this. And then I went ahead and did face pulls. I really, really like these because these are for your rear delts. I have not found any other rear delt exercises that work well for me for whatever reason. I usually go pretty high reps with these. I did 4 sets of 15. And then I moved on to triceps. So we did the tricep push down, and I just used a V-bar attachment. You can use a V-bar, straight bar, rope, whatever you want, whatever gives you the best range of motion. So I really like using this one. And we did 4 sets of 10 to 12. And then I also did a cable kickback. You can also use a dumbbell for this. Depending on how strong you are, it might be dependent upon which one you can actually use. I always like using the cables because I tend to be able to get the perfect weight. And we just kept the rep ranges low for that, did 3 sets of 8. And then I also did single cable tricep extension. I did 3 sets of 8 for this as well. I always do this exercise last because my triceps are nice and pumped and I can really, really feel this. I used to have issues with this when I first started lifting because I could just never feel it in my triceps for whatever reason. So when you do this, just make sure that you're keeping your elbow by your side and you are basically just pushing your arm down, never locking your elbow out. But you might have to mess around with which way you are pulling your arm, whether it's to the left of you, straight back, or just kind of neutral. It's going to depend kind of person to person, how developed your triceps are, how developed your shoulders are, because you don't want to bring any other muscle groups into the movement. So just kind of play around, see what feels good for you. But that was the workout. My camera is practically dead, so I'm gonna charge it while I eat my little macaroni tuna salad that I made. It's actually amazing. And the macros are actually pretty good if you're trying to gain weight. If not, then you might wanna chill it with the mayo. About 6:45 and I just finished my dinner, so now I'm going to the movies. Weird fun fact. I go to the movies like once a week. So to finish off my calories, I'm going to have some fries from McDonald's because #health. We got our greens in for the day. I wanted to make sure I did that. But I like to have something to eat at the movies because I'm weird and I feel like I'm supposed to be eating something. So we're just gonna get a small fry, and then I have a little honey mustard packet. I literally keep these in my car. I am literally the only person here. I'm gonna end the video here. It's 9:35. Ate my fries. Movie was like 7 out of 10. It wasn't horrible, so go watch it if you're worried about it. Definitely think it's worth your time. It's like 2 hours long, but Sophie does a really good job. And I thought it was entertaining, which is why you go to the movies, right? So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have any questions about eating, you need tips, anything like that. Leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you.